Hi guys, Tom from the 100th Monkey Radio here, and well, I guess I want to start this one with a poem I wrote back in 1989. And actually, this is the same poem. If you listen to the radio show, this is the same one that I recited at the beginning of the show with Rasha. And actually, this may come out before that show with Rasha. So, anyways, there's been a lot of change going on, both in my life and Elizabeth's life, and a lot of people that I within my bubble. So I called this The Real Wizard, and this kind of came through me. You can call it what you will. I have no, and this poem just flowed out of me. The Real Wizard. Inside each one there lies a force, a creative genius which guides our course. With steady desire and persistent heart, he takes his place and plays a part. Whether high or low, who can know? His place in life he will show. Through miles of travel on different roads, little by little the picture unfolds. The key was hidden within a dream, to learn an ancient language it seems, to shape and mold the waking dream. Now, I pondered this poem, and mainly because of the way it flowed out of me, the way it came through. I pondered this poem off and on for the last, 24 years, or however long it's been since I wrote that. And I've touched on this several times before in the past, and I've gotten to this state of awareness or perception in the world around me before, but I seem to have, it's almost like I hit a plateau now where my perceptions and the way I interact with the world around me has shifted. And the part I'm speaking of in particular is that ancient language. And what I've noted and experienced here, and I'm coming to know on a core level, is the way we interface with reality, the way we interface with life, the way we talk to God, that life force, that sentience of oneness, of allness. It's a kind of a hard thing to really put your finger on and be able to take somebody and say, here, did you see that? Did you hear that? I spoke to God and God spoke back. This stuff comes through subtly, and it's like I think it's the same basic function as the way synchronicity works in people's lives, where there's no real explanation of how this stuff works. It just does, and you know it was designed specifically for you. So what I've been experiencing is that practically immediate response from the world around me to what's happening inside, the questions I'm asking, the dialogue that I'm having internally, and it being expressed and answered in the world around me, where I will ask a question of the spirit, of higher force or higher self, and it's being relayed back to me metaphorically through whatever situation I happen to be in, whether it's a conversation I'm having with someone else, higher self speaks through them metaphorically. They may be talking about, I may be at work and they may be talking about something to do with work, but the metaphor that comes through is directly answering whatever that question was I had in myself, or giving me guidance in whatever this is working on. It's an amazing, absolutely freaking amazing dynamic of life. And I'm doing this from a platform of the best and highest good. So my primary and foundational the foundational place that I come from with everything that I'm doing is the best and highest good for all. And that I've really been keeping that on the forefront of my mind very consciously for the last few weeks now. I mean, this has always been a very conscious expression of mine for the best and highest good, but I've really kept it up there, right in front for a couple of weeks now, intensely. And I've been amazed at the way things are manifesting, and the answers and the dialogue has been happening. There's a huge desire within me to be able to express this and to be able to share this and articulate it, to be able to put it out there in a way that people can understand and give enough information that they'll be able to activate this within self themselves, to be able to experience what I'm talking about and see the truth of it and grow their own personal knowing. Now this is what, oh my God, this is a true heart's desire to be able to share this. And I know some of you watching this have experienced this. You've seen it. You've heard God responding to you, the Spirit responding to you, the higher self, the higher force, whatever you want to call that essence, that entity, the all, whatever, however you want to term that. I know many of you out there have experienced exactly what I'm talking about. But there's a spot, there's a place that I'm finding where your interface with that, the active role that plays in your life doesn't slip from the egoic, third-dimensional, linear track of consciousness. So, anyways, I'm right at this moment. I'm almost at work, so I got to cut this short here in a moment. But I want to really I want to ask you guys for your help. I want to get some dialogue going on this stuff, and I want to swap experiences and field questions and because through that dialogue I'm going to be able to articulate this better and maybe get it out in a more understandable manner, and maybe come up with some kind of exercises or processes that we can all do that will help to activate this process within our lives. Because there's great value here. There really is great value here. Because it brings your level of knowing, your level of being, your level of being to a higher place. So, anyways, anybody who has any comments or questions, I would really be grateful to chat with some of you guys and bounce some of this stuff off you, and let's see if I can't find a way to express what I'm experiencing a little bit better. So if any of you guys would like to chat or have some comments, I would really appreciate it if you drop me an email. It's tom@the100thmonkeyradio.com, and that's all spelled out, or info@the100thmonkeyradio.com. Either way, I suppose you could just drop a comment in this video too, and I should get that in too, but it would be freaking awesome. All right, well, I'm pulling up at the plant, so for now, love you guys. Condemnation without investigation is the height of ignorance. Namaste.